After 3 straight victories, our Saints are on a nice hot streak as they enter Week 8, taking on the team that had the best record in the NFL last season, the Miami Dolphins. But after their quarterback change this year, it's unlikely they'll repeat that achievement. The Dolphins are 3-4, while the Saints have gone from 1-3 to 4-3, playing some great football and hoping it carries on into a matchup against Ramon Cruz. The Dolphins let Tua Tagovailoa go in free agency, and Cruz has taken over, but he hasn't played great. The Dolphins are towards the bottom in scoring this year, and maybe they're playing themselves into a chance to take one of the better quarterbacks in this year's draft class. The Saints appeared to be headed in that same direction, but now after 3 victories with defense showing improvement, who knows where this season is headed? Despite this hot streak, we're only 3rd place in the division right now, with the Panthers and Falcons just as hot as we are. We do have some staff upgrades to go over this week, as we're going to focus on the defensive side. We're trying to see more improvement out of that unit, and we're going to boost the finesse moves along with some of the defensive back tackling, because I'm trying to get down to the bottom where you can eventually focus on coverage. Now, being that this is Week 8 and the trade deadline, I wanted to take a look at if there were any players, that made sense for us to trade. And going over our free agents for next year, I don't think in our situation at 4-3, it really makes much sense to trade any of these players or make any acquisitions. So we're staying put at the deadline. I certainly didn't want to give up any draft capital. Let's see where our current core takes us. We're starting to show some serious improvement. Welcome into Week 8, everybody, and the Dolphins are up first in this one. It's coming out of the end zone, across the 20, and there's an opening. Great return out across the 40, and the Dolphins will start at their 43. And they have only managed to score about 14 points a game this year. Ramon Cruz, 5 touchdowns, 11 INTs. Opening with a handoff and taking it outside, Devon Achane for a gain of 1. Jalen Waddle, Tua Tagovailoa, they're both out of Miami now as the pass from Ramon Cruz is hauled in. One of the players still there, though, Tyreek Hill. 3rd and 2, Cruz gets it out quickly, and there is Richard Keys, who's their young star receiver helping replace Jalen Waddle. He's their number 2. Cruz downfield and wide open, caught for the touchdown. Achane gets loose, and Miami hits a big one. It's just a simple wheel route out of the backfield, and Jabril Peppers was not ready for that kind of speed. Miami is faster than any team we're going to see this year, and they strike quick. Here comes Trey Lance. We are currently 4-0 in games he's started, so let's hope that trend continues. We've had a 3-game win streak with the team playing more cohesively than they have in a while. It starts with a run, and Alvin Kamara inside for a gain of 3. Both teams are switching it up uniform-wise today. Throwbacks for Miami and alternates here for the Saints. Pressure on 3rd down, and the pass is intercepted. Cam Smith, and he's got the opening to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dolphins. And for a team that barely averages 14 points a game, they've already gotten about there. Trying to go downfield to Jacoby Pierman, and that was never open. A 14-0 hole for the Saints, just barely getting started. Alvin Kamara takes it wide and stiff arms his way out of bounds. Gain of 3. 2 receivers on the field. On the quick throw, it's Olave, wrapped up by Jalen Ramsey. Those two could see a lot of each other in this game. Toss left, and trouble in the backfield as an unblocked defender takes out Kendre Miller. And at the same time, Jacoby Pierman is shaken up, and he's going to be exiting the game. Dolphins, what a start. Good field position here, and room for Achane. Into Saint territory. trouble brewing here early in this game for the Saints. Cruz getting comfortable. It's out and caught. Eric Ezukama makes the catch. He's their number 3 these days. From the 34 and met in the backfield. It's JOK on the TFL. Defense looking for a stand, 3rd down. Pressure to his left. Cruz gets rid of it. It all starts up front. Paul Redmond created the initial pressure, and that'll bring on Jason Sanders. This is a long attempt here, 54 yards. And Sanders pushes it wide right as the Saints catch a break, and they take over. At their own 45, Lance deep drop. Downfield, he floats it to Kevin Blackwell, the rookie tight end, down to the 22. It seems he only makes catches deep down the field. Here is a 1st and 10, and trouble with Jalen Phillips. And Kamara loses 3. Struggling to run here out of the gate. It's 2nd down. Evading the rush and running up the numbers. Diving inside the 10 is Trey Lance. And it's 1st down. Saints looking for their first points. They'll keep it on the ground. And they bottle up Kamara for a short gain. They usually want to run down in the red zone, but now they're going to have to throw. On 3rd down to the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. KJ Osborne. And the Saints are on the board. Good pass here from Trey Lance and a great release as well. Osborne gives him a nice window to throw this into. And while this first quarter didn't go the way we wanted, the Saints have managed to avoid it really getting out of hand. So Miami leads by 7. They'll take over now. Pressure on Cruz and taken down. That's Isaiah Foskey. He's had a very productive start to the year. And it's 3rd down. Cruz looking downfield. Now avoiding the rush, and he can't escape. Brian Bresee. Back-to-back sacks for New Orleans, and they'll get the ball again. From the end zone, this one booted. And Jacoby Pierman left earlier. So this is Jabril Peppers. Has a lot of return experience in his football career. It'll be St. Paul at the 48. It doesn't look like Pierman's coming back to this game. Lance rolling right. Downfield, too far in front for Kevin Blackwell. Hoping for another good play on this 3rd and 8. Pressure coming. Lance from the pocket. It is complete to Chris Olave with Jalen Ramsey all over him. But Olave has it at the 35. On 1st down, the give to Kamara gets around 5. Saints going out of the shotgun that time. Toss left, and nowhere to go for Kamara. He gets taken down by Christian Wilkins. We were trying to block him there with a receiver. That's a mismatch. 3rd down here for Lance, looking for Osborne again, and they say he was out of bounds. But KJ got open again. And the Saints bring on the field goal team, this one from 52. And it is good. Now just a 4-point ball game. Hoping to see our defense consistently make it tough on Ramon Cruz. Play fake here on 2nd down. Perfectly thrown to Keys. Right on target. And out to the 47. Keys doesn't have the speed of Jalen Waddle, but he's still got pretty good wheels. He's a 4.4 guy. That's Achane for about 6. All this speed definitely impacts the way you would call a defense, and so far it's not working great against the pass. That's caught by the young tight end Kirk McKee. Now they run it straight ahead, and that could be a 1st down for Achane. 38 yards for him on 10 rushes. But going empty and beating the blitz. They got the screen ready. McKee close to the marker, and he's got it. Dolphins inside the red zone. They detach McKee. Hand off Achane. Sprinting inside the 10. and down to the 3. Goal to go for the Dolphins. Now they go compact with 3 tight ends and give it inside. The fullback is in. Alec Ingold, helicopter touchdown. Miami back up multiple possessions with an impressive touchdown drive. Just a couple minutes to go now until halftime. Trey Lance heading to the air, floating the pass and connecting with Josh Oliver. That's a nice ball, first down. They got the snap off just in time, and the throw is hauled in by Blackwell for about 7. Picking up the pace now. Miami sends 4. Caught again. Blackwell, first down. And looking to be shaken up on the play. So one of our better receiving threats this year is coming out of the game. Oliver replaces him. They set up a screen for Kamara. Chased outside and wrapped up by Cam Smith. It's a gain of 2. Holding on to 2 timeouts. Lance knocked away. What a play on the ball. Thought he had him on the outside. A lot of 3rd and long here for the Saints. Lance in trouble and gets very little behind the pass. Incomplete. Now it's Miami, who may have a chance to look at more points. They're deep inside their territory. Heaving it downfield. Richard Keys hauls it in. What a throw from the end zone from Cruz. Looking confident this week. Now he throws it for Hill downfield, and he got it inside the 35. This team can move in a hurry. Already into field goal range. Up top again and overthrowing Keys, who again had found an opening. Miami has 1 timeout. Cruz steps up and runs to the first down marker to the 21. And the Dolphins will use a timeout. And they're happy here, getting an extra field goal after being deep in their own territory a few plays ago. The Saints defense has made improvements the last couple weeks, but today they're regressing against a team that has not played well entering this week, and they're having trouble with all the speed and options the Dolphins have at their disposal. Now, this is the first game of the week, but one I have my eyes on: Falcons, Panthers. Those teams right now ahead of us in the standings. The good news is probably someone's going to lose it, and we get the Atlanta Falcons next week. We're hoping we can keep up with them and the hot streak for these NFC South teams. But on to the second half, we've got some work to do, trailing by 14. The run game is off to a slow start. Kamara gets a couple. He's under a yard per carry. Fake from Lance out of the pocket. Looking downfield, and it's caught. That's Chris Olave in Miami territory. Good jump start to this drive for New Orleans. Playing more out of the shotgun. Good block from Luke Rowe and a better run from Kamara. One of his best. It'll be 3rd and short. It's a fake. With his eyes downfield, Lance overthrows A.T. Perry. I think that whole time they knew if they failed, they're going right back to it here. 4th and 1. Alvin Kamara. Oh, that was too close for comfort, but he got enough. First down at the 37. Give Kamara left side. And 5 more. Now he looks to be favoring his back. And the Saints have already seen a couple players leave today. Here's 2nd down, and up top goes Lance. It is caught for the touchdown. A.T. Perry going deep here behind Cam Smith, and Perry puts the Saints within a score. And on the same play, Luke Rowe shaken up. A lot of offensive players leaving this week. We've already missed Aleem McNeil, who's gotten hurt in practice this week. Knocked down as Cruz wanted to stretch the field again. Lattimore was having none of it. 2nd down, pressure, and the dump off to McKee. And the young tight end is close to a first down. They've beaten the blitz with a couple good screens. On third down, it's caught by Keys. Another first down. And Ramon Cruz, 13 of 17. Play fake, and nobody blocked Foskey. They forgot about him. He has another multi-sack game. And the Dolphins now facing a third down. Cruz with time, sideline, and caught! First down. Eric Ezukama had the toe drag in there, first down. Can't get near Cruz as the dump off to Hill is complete. Very inconsistent pass rush, too many clean pockets. Here's third down, and again an easy throw. We have not taken away the quick throws, nor have we gotten very quick pressure. First down, now Cruz feels some rush, heaves a pass at the sideline and finds Keys inside the 10. Another big play down the field. They'll use the entire width of the football field and then come back to the middle. It's Tyreek Hill and a Miami touchdown. Seems like it's the week Miami's getting things figured out. 31-17. A give going to Miller now, and he gets about 6. We should see Kamara back, but Miller in there for the time being. Floating the pass, and that's caught by Olave. Couple good touch throws in this game from Trey Lance. The pass game has to lead the way today, and Lance is sacked. Didn't lose much, but didn't get anything either, and it'll be third and long. Needs protection, now buys time, and passes downfield too far for Perry, who ran a good route, but Lance just missed him. We're already down multiple possessions. The defense is gonna have to clamp down. They got Bugs in the game, and Achane runs it right up the middle, gain of 9. Without Aleem McNeil, we don't have our best run defense personnel in there. Achane cuts left, enough for a first down, and that'll be the end of the third. Miami playing well this week. Their offense has really looked good. We need someone to step up and make a play or two. Will it be on this drive? Cruz fakes to Achane, wants to go down the middle, and leaping is Tyreek Hill. He's right between 4 different defenders. They seem to have all the answers. Handoff. Achane to the 33. 74 on the ground. From the 33, floating, and it's nearly intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. Good coverage there on McKee. It's third down. Bringing pressure. Cruz feels it and has to throw it away. As the edge rush there of Juan Beard gave him no choice but to get rid of it. Fourth down and a 50-yard try, and Sanders corrects the accuracy and hits the kick. We have a 3-possession game. That's George Levins, the young receiver, handling the kickoff. He lost the football, and on it, looks like Saints will keep it, but they'll have it at the 22. Trey Lance feels pressure and overthrows Alvin Kamara, just a bit out in front. Off the fake on second down, it's Lance right to Jalen Ramsey. He's picked off. Not on the same page with Chris Olave, who ran a solid route and really should have had the ball. Lance thought he'd keep going, and Olave stops. So that's going to be another short field for this Miami offense. Pressure coming, and the pass is out as Ukama gets a couple. Cruz close to a 300-yard passing day. Handoff, and JOK in the backfield. This would be pretty big with the former Saint Teron Armstead now coming out of the game. They run left. Achane on a long third down gets a few. They'll set up a field goal try. They're already up 3 possessions. Jason Sanders down the middle. And a 20-point ball game here in the fourth. A far cry from the last few weeks of football we've seen from this team. Not looking good. Empty here for Lance, and wide open. That's Josh Oliver. So Blackwell hasn't returned. Luke Rowe hasn't. He won't. Pierman's done for the day. And down goes Lance. They brought too many. At the 36-yard line, it's 2nd down and 16. Lance has room to run and takes off, losing the ball, but Perry finds and gets on top of it. 3rd and short. 3 wide, and a give. Good run, Kamara. Got a pretty good block there as well. They have Jarius Bryant in the game at left guard. And the pitch forward here, that's Chris Olave flying down inside the 20. A good pickup, and the Saints in the red zone. Short motion Olave. Lance with time, throwing end zone, and he overthrew Osborne. He should have scored again. To the air on 2nd down, and Lance sees an opening, gets close to the marker, and is tackled a yard shy. 3rd down, they throw it. On a screen, it's Kamara. Bryant out in front, 1st down. They just got to finish the drive and get a couple more possessions. Kamara gets the blocking set up, and he's in for an easy touchdown. And the Saints cut this to a 2-possession game. They pretty much got to play perfectly the rest of the way. 4:44 to go for Miami. A great day for Ramon Cruz. Heading to the air. Pass out in front of McKee. Incomplete. Showing pressure. Blitzing Cruz. Pass. Caught by Ezukama. 1st down. Dolphins. Clock running. The coverage just hasn't been very competitive, and the man coverage against Miami isn't as effective. This is a tough team to just man up on. Saints finding that out. In the flats now, McKee gets hammered down. Saints have played their fair share of zone, but they're also mixing in the man they want to be running. That throw was low from Cruz. That stops the clock. 3rd down. Here comes pressure right through the middle, and down goes Cruz. It's Foskey again. 3 sacks on the day. 2 of those unblocked. They'll get the ball back here with 3:39 to go. Jabril Peppers wants to cut across the field and then runs into the Miami pursuit. So they used all their timeouts. 3:33 left, 79 yards away from the end zone. Lance has to bail out. Downfield, lobbing, and caught by A.T. Perry. He's at the 34, and the Dolphins think he was out of bounds. The challenge flag is thrown. Let's see. Mike McDaniel was right there, but the feet are down. It's that 3rd step that can actually make you think he didn't get both feet down. Play stands. 1st down. Floating right to Olave. 1st down. And again, getting out of bounds to preserve what clock they have remaining. Pressure coming. Handled beautifully. And Kamara's by himself. Out at the 25. It's taken 18 seconds to get here inside the 25. More pressure. Lance across the middle. Now Perry's turn. Inside the 10. Now what they want to do here is beat the 2-minute warning. That's their only timeout remaining. 8 yards away. 50 seconds till the warning. Lance steps up. Takes the contact. He's down inside the 5. 2:30 left. Osborne left. Handoff. Kamara. Touchdown. And they do beat the 2-minute warning, making this a 1-possession game, giving themselves a chance. And they're only down 6. And now the question is, do you onside kick? The Saints appear to be kicking deep. They know they have to get a touchdown. And they know an onside kick is so unlikely to happen, they're playing for field position instead. Miami at the 25, and opening with a throw, Brissy takes him down. Cruz loses 9. Now it's going to be tough. The warning has come. Quick tackle on Achane. Miami can run the clock here on 2 downs. 1 minute, 20 to go. Little motion here, a lot of eye candy, and down goes Achane. And he is shaken up on the play. That's 40 seconds, basically, that the Saints didn't even expect to have. So they're going to get the good field position they were playing for. Peppers is back deep at his own 40. Takes it to the right, out of bounds at the 46. Much better field position than if you were to force a punt following an onside kick. And you have to get a touchdown, so you know you have a long way to go anyway. Lance up top, has a man, overthrowing A.T. Perry. He had him again, he beat Smith. 46-yard line again, 2nd down, they run it back. Lance, it's tipped in off the hands of Osborne. Had Olave underneath. 3rd and 10, free rusher, Lance intercepted! It's Ramsey! And he angles outside, inside the 20! Touchdown, Dolphins! Their 2nd pick 6, and the play that will end this game. Good coverage across the board. Lance just trying to give Olave a chance to beat Ramsey there on his route. Ramsey wins that battle. He's seen that route a couple times. The Saints win streak is now complete. Trey Lance gets some extra rushing yards, and we're done here. What a win for Miami. We didn't play very well. I'm really surprised we actually made it as close as we did. I actually think I managed the game there at the end exactly how I wanted to, using all the timeouts early, scoring pre-warning, and then kicking deep, because I'm not messing around with a 1% onside kick. Give me field position over that if I have to get a touchdown. Especially as I expected to only have about 40 seconds at best after a punt. The injury there with Achane actually gave us some extra. Now, we can't throw a pick 6 early. I just kind of got lazy on that throw because it's a route concept that is often wide open there for the route that was run by Pearman. And then, late there, take a sack there or just see if Olave can make a play. It's a little bit different there late in the game, but regardless, it was an ugly matchup. Couldn't run the ball well. Defense was frustrating. And Trey Lance also missed a lot of throws today. Now, a lot of those passes were downfield where he's not, at his best, and I should shorten up some of those. So it was just kind of a disjointed game that we still had an opportunity to win. But just too sloppy for a team of this caliber. Isaiah Foskey's numbers look really good. I know that often he is my user player on defense, and I would rather not user anybody, but I have to control someone defensively. If I just do nothing, then it's like we're taking a player off the field, because those players aren't going to do anything. If I have them highlighted, I have to control them. But a couple of those sacks were unblocked. Now, this week, with some struggles from Lance and the loss, I think it's a good time to take a look at what this quarterback class is showing us so far. We have a lot of information, and here's my favorite quarterback right now, Trent Ainsworth. There's a lot to like. He has a strong arm. He has some mobility. He has the ability to throw on the run to all levels. He just checks so many boxes right off the bat. He's not even injury prone like a lot of players in these classes are. Then you have Grant Woodard, who is a little more of a specific skill set. He doesn't have mobility, but he has a strong arm. He throws it downfield. Not sure it's the best fit for our offense currently. And then Blake Westbrook, whose skills are somewhere between the two. Good mobility, but not great. Good arm, accurate, but maybe not the best outside the pocket. Maybe those skills could develop. I like Westbrook and Ainsworth the most. All three of those guys are West Coast quarterbacks, and we have another scout there helping us get high percentage. I think we'll have all their talent grades, hopefully, without any more effort, I want to say. So those are the main quarterbacks on my radar, but there are some others with about half completion that I might want to get more info on. If we check out the mock drafts, Blake Westbrook, he was going earlier at number 1. And if it were to work out where Ainsworth actually goes mid-first round, we'd absolutely be all over that. His skill set is top 5 worthy. If he falls outside the top 10, of course, I'd be interested. Now, it's hard to say where the rest of the year goes from this point, but next week's a big one. You know, Trey Lance needs to help us win games like this. The Falcons have won 4 straight, including this week's game against the Carolina Panthers. So suddenly, they have one of the best records in the NFL. And they're back to competing for a title just like they were a couple of years ago when we had 2 of the best games of the franchise against them in back-to-back weeks. The Falcons roster, I don't think has changed significantly. It's year 2 of them having Keenan Allen. They have Stephon Gilmore. He's still a solid corner, but not the player he once was. But they're playing great on both sides of the football. And they're 6-2. So we'll have to see if we can bounce back and play better defensively. This is one of those games where I see some things I didn't really like from the gameplay, and I usually do one of those profile resets I talked about a couple episodes ago. I was seeing some really sticky offensive line plays, some coverage where guys are kind of standing still at times or not reacting well in coverage. So I've already done the profile reset. And in this game, we're not going to see Bijan Robinson. We've actually not faced him all that often in this series. He's been hurt for a lot of our meetings, I think around half of them. Against our run defense, I'm not sure they need him. But we'll take a look at just how strong the Falcons are this season in our first meeting next episode. Thank you all for watching today's video, and please leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and there's more Saints to come. Have a great day, everybody.